Tell me a little bit about the surrogates in India. So they're women that want to help their families by making some extra money.
Yeah, so there is questions around like that, and do we fully know? And I don't think we do, and I wish we did, but we've certainly worked towards trying to make that happen. Our doctor's actually gone for middle class women from the universities that actually want to do this. Now, I don't know their reasons, but we are more comfortable that they had the education to make an informed decision.
And that they weren't being coerced.
Yes, we did try to find our old egg donor, and we were hoping we could fly her up.
So your old egg donor was also in India, but different to your surrogate who was in India?
Yes.
Okay, so they were two different people, but sourced through the same clinic?
Yes. But we actually sent a lawyer afterwards to try and see if we could find her, but the name was fake. And the number had been switched off. We were going to try and make an offer to have the same egg donor.
So that there would be a maternal biological link.
But it would have been a nice to have, but it wasn't possible.
Yeah.
But our egg donor knows we're a same-sex couple, and that was the next piece I want to tell you.
Yeah.
So she's a middle-class woman. We know she is a friend of our doctor's. But, that's all. It's still very anonymous.
Yeah.
But we actually asked our doctor if she could find somebody that would know we're a same-sex couple. Because that was the one argument people had for what we're doing. Our mothers group, we are... this is a joke. The two gay guys, we had an evangelist, we had a Baptist, and we had a Mormon whose father was an ex-bishop. And they were all here, and it's just the most brilliant support. Baby soup on the floor when we had mothers group, which we changed to parents group.
Yeah, absolutely.
Super cool.
And have you found that people have to confront their own prejudices about what a gay couple is or what a gay family looks like? Or
I don't know whether they do, but
they probably don't tell you.
They don't, but all people care about is how well the girls are looked after. As soon as they see that, nothing else matters, and nothing else should matter.
When you were saying about it was important to you that the donor knew that you're a same-sex couple.
Yeah, because it kind of takes that argument out, so that that you could say you're lying, you've lied to your egg donor, and this is all parts of trying to improve how India is. It was important to us, and
wanted full transparency.
Yeah, and that sort of we can be 100% sure now because we've gone for one of these middle class women as an egg donor that there is that transparency and there is no exploitation.
And where does she live while she's pregnant?
In a surrogate house.
And does the average surrogate have lots and lots of time?
Again, an egg donor can only give 5 collections.
Right.
An egg donor will only give 1 collection per country.
Yeah.
The surrogates will only be allowed to, I don't know what the limit is, but I'm sure it's only a smaller amount.
Are you going to be there at the birth?
Yes.
Can you be there in the birth? No.
So sometimes women are allowed to meet their surrogates if they're willing.
Yeah.
And I think some clinics do that, but I've never heard of a man being able to meet.
Sure. And so you just think the baby's brought to you afterwards?
Yes. The first question anybody ever asks us about this is, how ethical are the doctors? How ethical is this? That's the first question. Not, can I have a baby? How do I have a baby?
Right.
The first thing they ask for is, how can I make this more ethical?
So this idea that people are heading over to India, that there's this trade of people going over there to buy babies on the black market, everybody that you've encountered, and obviously you guys, approach it with a very ethical...
Well, you couldn't build your own family on that sort of base of trust, love, ethics, if you then turn a blind eye to what you're doing in a foreign country. I want Australians to write to their MP so we can have same-sex marriage, which I like to rephrase, marriage for same-sex couples, because we're moving to this inclusional society where it makes no difference. The politicians are so behind, it's unfunny.
Well, I've always found it very difficult to understand the argument that somehow the marriage that you choose to have in any way affects mine. This argument that it cheapens or it lessens or it does something to heterosexual marriage. I find that bizarre. It's like saying if one person cheats on his wife, that somehow affects my marriage. Like, how can anything around two people who love each other and wanting to be committed and faithful to each other, how can anyone think that that's a bad thing? I'm mystified.
I'm mystified that people can say, marriage is a religious it's not.
Marriage get married in registries and
marriage has been around before, Christianity. Realistically, marriage had first of all, was men owning women.
Yeah.
Women.
It's not a very proud tradition, marriage.
It's not a very proud. But if we look at what is marriage in the 21st century, then it is. People choose to be with each other. They love each other. They have families, and that is where we're all the same.
I've heard it said that same-sex couples could be the salvation of marriage because hetero couples are rejecting marriage massively. It's same-sex couples are the ones that are actually interested in it as an institution.
What's the line out of one of the films? We just want to decorate it.
Rejuvenate it.
We've even looked into having a civil union in the UK just to see if it would give more rights to our family.
Yeah.
So you have to find all these ways, and it doesn't. So.
And when's the baby due?
Late September, early October, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow, it's a big year for you guys.
It's a big year. So we're going to get to meet their 97-year-old great-grandfather.
Oh, beautiful.
And I figure if he can get his head around this, I really don't care what other people think.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, well, I just think you guys are amazing. I want to come and live here. Good luck with baby R, and I'll be back to see
Excellent.
the next baby. Is that?